Those of you that are familiar with traditional synagogue life know that several times throughout the year on Chag, on the various Yamim Tovim, the Kohanim, the Kohens of the congregation, the male Kohanim, will get up in front of the room and bless everyone in synagogue. This is called Birkat Kohanim, or which is the blessing of the Kohanim, or Nesiat Kapayim, the lifting, the raising of the hands, also known as Duchening in some synagogues. In Israel, this happens much more frequently, sometimes in some places every day. But what you might not know, or some of you do, some don't, is that right before that happens, the Kohanim have their hands washed. And typically, traditionally, the custom is for this to be done by another group of people, the Levi'im, the Levites. In our synagogue, this happens in the lobby. The Kohanim, during the repetition of the Musaf Amidah, go out into the lobby, and the Levites, the Levi'im, go with them and wash their hands. And the question is raised, what is the source of this custom? We know that the Kohanim are supposed to sanctify themselves, purify themselves before blessing the people, but where do we know that the Levites are the ones to do the washing? It does not say to do this anywhere in the Torah. I should say, parenthetically, there's a question of, does there need to be a hand washing right before Birkat Kohanim, right before this blessing? The medieval commentators, Maimonides, and the lengthy discussion in the Beit Yosef, Rav Yosef Karo, notes that indeed, according to most opinions, a Kohen can rely on the hand washing that he did earlier in the day, specifically on waking up, but certainly the custom is today for there to be this washing of the Levites right before Birkat Kohanim. So what is the source for this? One earlier source is in the Zohar. The Zohar states that the washing should be done by the Levites because the Levites are already at a certain level of holiness, of Kedusha, and that level of Kedusha, they only add onto it by washing the hands of the Kohanim. The Kohanim's hands are washed. They become holier by those who are already on a certain level of holiness. So that's what the Zohar says. But there is one author, the author of the Torah Temimah, Rabbi Baruch Epstein, who we follow every week and learn a bit about his teachings in his monumental book, the Torah Temimah. He actually thinks that there's a source in this week's Torah portion, Parshat Korach, and to my knowledge, he's the only one who claims that this is the case. He says it's coming here, we're in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 2. V'gam etachecha mate Levi shevet avicha hakrevi tach. You, Aaron, this is God speaking to Aaron, you and your family, the Kohanim, shall associate yourself with the kinsmen of the tribe of Levi. Vayilavu alecha vishartucha atav v'necha itach lifnei ohel ha'edut. You should associate yourself with the Levites, and they will be attached to you and minister to you while you and your sons under your charge are before the Ohel, the tent of meeting, the tent of the pact. This is seen as a very central description and mandate for the Kohanim and the Levites, those two groups, to always be forever linked. And the Levites will always, the Hebrew word is yilavu. They will accompany, they will minister to, they will really accompany. It's really related to the word Levi, which was a person's name in Genesis, but also etymologically means to accompany. The Levites will always help serve the Kohanim in whatever holy service they are doing in the Mishkan, the tabernacle, or the Beit HaMikdash, the temple. Let's read what the Torah Temimah has to say about this, Rabbi Baruch Epstein. No, you should know this. Shekatava Beit Yosef, she'eno yodea tam leminag sha'levim yotzikin mayim al dei hakohanim mishkolin leduchen. As I noted before, the Beit Yosef, Rav Yosef Karo, states that he does not know the source for the custom of the Levites pouring the water on the hands of the Kohanim when they go up before to bench to do the Birkat Kohanim, the blessing of the people. V'rak b'Zohar matzah semach lezeh. He only is able to find a source in the Zohar, which we mentioned. V'lini reh, but I believe the Meleshin pasuk shelifanenu yesh limtzo remez lezeh. I, the Torah Temimah, believe that there is an allusion in this very verse in Numbers 18:2 in Parshat Korach. How do we know? He quotes two different Talmudic sources. One is in the Gemara in Kiddushin, Daf Kaf Bet Amud Bet 22b. It's explained there, Derachitza bichlal hiachat me'inyanei hasherut, that any form of washing or bathing which the Kohanim, the priestly class, need to do in order to serve in the temple is considered one of the forms of ministering service that the Levites can perform. And additionally, another Gemara in Zvachim Yudchet Amud Bet 18b says Nesiat Kapayim, that the Kohanic blessing, he echat me'avodot hakuhuna, the priestly blessing that's done, and by extension we can say even today in 2018 in our synagogues around the world, is a form of avodah. That is part of the holy service that the Kohanim do, even if it's not in the original Mishkan in the desert or Beit HaMikdash temple in Jerusalem. Still today, when the Kohanim get in front of the room 3,500 years later and bench and bless the people, that is called avodah, and that means it's the holy work that the Levi'im, based on our verse in Korach, are supposed to accompany and help the Kohanim do. Therefore, because when it says here in our verse, V'yelavu alecha v'shartucha, that the Levi'im will accompany you and minister to you in your divine service, this means that the Levi'im yishartu l'kohanim b'avodatam, the Levites will minister the Kohanim in their service. Mivor da Levi'im mishartim b'rachitza l'kohanim. This means that one of the things a subset of this is washing. Be'avotam b'nesiat kapayim, the washing, their hand washing that's done before blessing the people. This is an innovative reading by the Torah Temimah. Again, as I said, I don't know anyone else who learns out from this verse that this is the source for the widespread custom in synagogues today, that the Levites are the ones who wash the hands of the Kohanim, if there's a Levite there, to do so. But I think it's a very intuitive read, and once with this understanding, I think it makes a lot of sense. And frankly, I think the Torah Temimah is correct that this can be seen as the root source for the widespread custom. As always, it's a pleasure learning with you. More next week.